Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola, Louisiana Lottery, Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport, AmeriGroup Insurance, McLean Financial Group, Bella Baton Rouge Casino, Gordon McKernan Law Firm, and Jerry Lane Family of Automobile Dealerships. Hello and welcome to Week 10 of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Of course, we come to you each week from Shucks on the Levee, located inside the Bella Baton Rouge Casino. We invite you to come out, join Coach and I Monday nights about 7 o'clock as we produce the show, and afterwards talk a little Southern University football with Coach and I. Of course, we come on about 5 times a week on your television, so you can set your DVRs or you can catch us at the advertised times. We also come on the Jaguar Football Show on Facebook as well as our YouTube channel, so you have no reason to miss the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Coach, to start the show off, we had a tough loss Saturday night, 48-7. We lost to the Alcorn State Braves, our 5th time losing to the Braves. Coach, not an ideal day to play football. Literally a deluge, literally a monsoon, literally field conditions were totally washed out. Had you ever played in a game with that type of conditions?
Well, nah, it's probably the worst field conditions I've ever seen a football game played in, but both teams had to play in those conditions, and it created an atmosphere that was unlike to probably both teams, but you still had to go out and compete and play at a high level.
Coach, as bad as the conditions was, the butt whipping, the old-fashioned butt whipping that we got from Alcorn State was even worse. Coach, it seemed like we couldn't get anything right. We fumbled 9 times, lost 5 times. It seemed like we were just kind of stuck in the mud. Did you feel at any point during the game that we turned it around?
Well, yeah, we had a point. We was right there. It was 7-0, and we had drove the ball down to the 1-yard line, and had a chance to either tie it up or at least try to get some points, and we came away empty. And then, it stayed 21-7 throughout. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, so the game was in reach. You just had to make some plays, and unfortunately, we didn't make enough plays, and when we started turning it over, they were capitalizing and turning it into points, and that's what good teams do.
Coach, we lost to Alcorn on the reservation last year. We lost to them in the championship last year to go back-to-back as SWAC champions. I really thought that this year, this game was our game to get the Braves back. And Coach, before the game, I'm talking to the Alcorn State sports information director, and I told him, I hope we knock John Gibbs, their SWAC Player of the Year quarterback, out of the game. And you know what? We did. Second play of the game, we knocked John Gibbs out, and they put in a kid named Lenoris Footman, who had 274 yards, 4 touchdowns through the air, 2 rushing. Coach, where did this kid come from?
Well, he's on a roster. You don't get a chance to watch him in a lot of film. Usually come in backup roles, but he's a good athlete. He's probably as advertised, and you ask a lot of their coaches and their players, he's probably a better quarterback than Gibbs. So they got a future up there at quarterback, electrifying runner, just a phenomenal athlete. We couldn't get him on the ground, and he was able to make some plays, and you thought when Gibbs went down that would change the momentum, but it actually sparked them, and they got the spark from their backup quarterback.
Well, let's jump into those highlights from the first half, Coach. If we can roll those highlights and show the folks exactly what happened. There you see the horrible conditions that the teams had to play in. First possession for Alcorn, they take it around left end, score a 78-yard touchdown. Coach, at that point, I felt like it was going to be a long day, but I didn't know it was going to be as long as it was. But as you can see, the conditions were absolutely horrible. We had lightning delay to start the game. We had puddles all over the field. Literally it rained pretty much the whole game. Coach, again, horrible day to play football, but you got to play the game.
Well, you still got to play. It's no advantage for either teams. Both teams playing on the same field, and you got to go out and make plays. And we made some plays. We just didn't cash in when we got down there on the 1-yard line.
Well, there you see Crockett getting 2 good runs. Unfortunately, we have a sack that takes us back to the 17, and then of course we fumble. Coach, fumbleitis was the rule of the day for the Jaguars. 9 fumbles, 5 lost.
Well, exactly. You got to protect the ball in those conditions, and when you get your opportunities, you got to score. And defensively, you got to keep them off the scoreboard. That's the name of the game.
We were talking about Lenoris Footman. There he was, taking one up the gut. They score again at this juncture. The score is 14-0. We're trying to make some things happen. Unfortunately, we're putting the ball on the ground. They get another fumble. On this one, Coach, they had 3 wide receivers that were wide open. What happened right there, Coach?
Blown coverage, just poor communication in the secondary. Young guys just got to get on the same page.
Deontay Shorts took one around the right edge trying to make something happen. Here we are driving. Coach, on this drive, this was just a hunger drive. You see Tillery going over the top, trying to make something happen. You got to love that young man's tenacity. He is going to get in the end zone when he gets a chance.
Well, exactly. He's always got his nose pointed towards that end zone. And, he's the heart and soul, man. He plays the game the way it's supposed to be played.
There you go. You see the Jaguars back on defense. We get the ball, put it on the turf again. Coach, first half, we're down 21-7. It really should have been 21-14 had we scored when we were on the 1-yard line. When we come back, we'll look at the second half of the Alcorn State game on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Stay with us.
What's the most important aspect of event hosting? Location. This is something that Bell knew from day one. That's why we're located in downtown Baton Rouge, across from the convention center, close to LSU, and right by the river. So with a friendly staff, award-winning cuisine, and a massive conference center of 10 rooms and 24,000 square feet capable of fitting more than 2,000 guests, what we offer is just as important as where we are.
Catch the fever with the Saints Fever Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawing for a chance to win the Saints behind-the-scenes fan experience. Get in the action with the Saints Fever Scratch-Off from the lottery. Catch it today.
Traveling with kids is kind of a nightmare, but flying out of BTR makes it stress-free. Everyone there is
so much friendlier than any other airport I've been to. You can't have a fantastic city without the community support of a great airport. I can actually get anywhere in the world from right here in town. BTR makes travel
so easy that I feel at home right when my plane lands. It takes almost no time to get back to my family. So that feeling of, this is home, for me, happens at BTR.
The key to your future starts here. Discover a university with top programs in nursing, engineering, business, and education. Receive one-on-one interaction with professors and an affordable world-class education. Enter with the will to succeed and leave with the tools to excel. Your future awaits you here at Southern University and A&M College, your #1 HBCU.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Coach, we're down 21-7 at halftime. What do you tell your team at half for the second half?
Well, you're right there, man. You just got to make a play. Defense, go out, get a stop, get the ball back to the offense, try to put some points on the board. Let's get it down to 1 score. You're right back in the ball game. And, if you just go out and execute, you got a chance.
Coach, This was our 5th loss to Alcorn State Braves. As head coach and defensive coordinator, what do we have to do to get over the hurdle to beat Alcorn? We won the SWAC championship in 13. We were SWAC runners-up in 14. This year, we're gonna need a little luck to get back to the SWAC championship game. But the question is, what do we have to do to beat Alcorn State?
Well, I think you look at the last 2 or 3 years of their program, they probably are junior and senior heavy. So last year they probably had a lot of juniors, and now those juniors are seniors. So graduation is about ready to shake up things up there. So, we went through it. We went through 2 senior classes, and now we're in our 3rd year. So you go through a little lower, but with recruiting and those freshmen and sophomores becoming juniors and seniors, you're right back where you need to be. So every team's going to have to go through that. I think when you look at the top teams in our conference, when you take Alcorn and when you take Grambling and you look at PV, there are a lot of seniors on those football teams. So a lot of those players have played a lot of snaps. So it's just going to balance itself out. You just got to stay the course, and then when our guys become seniors, then we'll be looking the same way. So it's just a matter of time getting graduation through, getting another recruiting class, and I think once that happens, it'll balance itself back out.
Well, let's jump into the second half, Coach, of the Alcorn State Southern University football game from this past Saturday. Again, you can see the puddles on the field from the lights in the stadium. Howard hits Willie Quinn. Willie has been doing a lot of reversing negative yards to get forward yards. As a coach, that's got to frustrate you, though, Coach.
Yeah, it drives you crazy, just a guy trying to make a play, but you just can't do that, man. You got to take it to
go
defense
forward.
Get you. Go forward.
Absolutely. You saw a great run right there by Leonard Tillery, always a warrior for the Jaguars. Unfortunately, we don't score, and we're back on defense. Here the defense has a good chance to stop Lenore's Footman, and here we got another great defensive play. But ultimately, they seem to pop one, and here he goes again around right edge, taking one into the end zone, making the score 28-7, Alcorn State at this juncture of the game. Coach, here we go. We give the ball back to them. Then he hits one across to the middle. Coach, it seems like sometimes our guys are going for strips instead of tackles, and I've noticed that this year. Is that something that you coach, go for the strip, or are you telling the kids to go for the tackle?
They should secure the tackle first, but, guys are trying to make a play, and, you got to secure the tackle, make sure you get them on the ground.
We get the ball back. There's another fumble by the Jaguars. We put it on the turf. They get it back. Coach, we lost 5 of 9 fumbles. They actually lost 4 of 6 fumbles, so it wasn't just us fumbling, but they seemed to make us pay every time when they got a fumble from us. As you saw, the Norris Footman scored again. Tough night for the Jaguars in regards to turnovers and them scoring on us.
Well, exactly. I mean, we never got the momentum. We never put pressure on them, and I think the last few times we played them, we hadn't been able to apply pressure. The game plan that we had for them offensively, it was neutralized by the weather. We got a spread team that we can spread you out, put the ball in the hands of receivers, and we weren't able to do that. So they loaded the box up, stopped us from running, and we loaded the box up and wasn't able to stop them from running.
There you saw, we fumbled. Actually, they got the ball and they fumbled, and Leonard Tillery actually took it from a kid and got the ball back. Final score, 48-7. Coach, everybody was wet on this night. That was a serious storm that came through South Louisiana and especially through A.W. Mumford Stadium. Let's forget this game and move on. When we come back, we'll look at our Cox Players of the Week and more on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms.
My Jags hit real hard, but not nearly as hard as a car or a big truck. When something like that happens, you need the right team on your side to tackle the big insurance company.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, my team of attorneys can hit back. Call me right now.
If I ever get hit by a car or a big truck, you better believe I will get Gordon.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. Let me hit the big insurance company back. Just call me. Get it done.
Get Gordon. Get it done.
Call 888-8888 or go to getgordon.com.
I have 2 kids, and like any mom, I want them to be healthy. So I chose Amerigroup Louisiana for our Bayou Health Plan. We get all our Medicaid benefits and pharmacy and prescription drug coverage. But you know what I really like? I get rewards for taking my kids to their doctor visits.
Choose Amerigroup Louisiana. Call 1-855-BAYOU-4U today. That's 1-855-229-6848.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
What brings your home to life? What makes it all work? And what could possibly make it any better? Introducing Cox Home Life, home security and automation. It doesn't just unlock the door, it unlocks your home's full potential. So you have more control during the day and can sleep better at night. Cox Home Life. Protect, monitor, control.
I'm on my third Tahoe.
And I'm on my fourth Chevy Silverado pickup.
It's always been Chevy.
Hey, you know I've had 4 Camaros and 5 Corvettes. Got them all from Jerry Lane.
We're proud to be a Jerry Lane family.
Always lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Of course, we invite you to come out each Monday night about 7 o'clock. Shucks on the Levee inside the Bella Baton Rouge Casino on the banks of the mighty Mississippi River in downtown Baton Rouge. Come hang out, have some good food, some libations, and talk a little football with Coach and I. Coach, each week during this segment, we bring the viewer our Cox Players of the Week. Who are our Cox Players of the Week for offense, defense, and special teams this week?
Offensively, it was Leonard Tillery, had another great game, did a great job running the football. Defensively, it was Daniel Brown, who turned in another good game for us. And special teams, it was Greg Pittman.
Very good. Congratulations to those gentlemen. Coach, after the game, Joe Dupree caught up with Leonard Tillery and filed this Coke Zero player interview.
Well, Todd, tonight didn't show up the way that we wanted to show up. We've lost to the Braves, but one of the bright shining stars tonight was Leonard Tillery, our running back. Leonard, you did over 141 yards. Listen, man, how did it feel to play in this type of weather conditions?
Well, you know, we came out, you know, we're running on our mind. Before the game, we saw that it was raining hard, and we had a rain game last week. So, you know, the offensive line, they just had to bite down, and we just had to hit the whole hard.
Well, as we continue to do what we're doing, and sadly tonight it just didn't come together, what do we do to just make things gel together as we move forward into the SWAC?
Well, you know, we just have to go back, watch the film. We pretty much know why we lost, you know, crazy turnovers, just the conditions that limited that, the center not getting the ball to the quarterback, and just things like that. So, you know, we played a good game, but whenever you're playing a good team, those small mistakes will cost you. And, you know, they turn those points to turnovers, so we just got to come back next week stronger.
Well, Todd, you heard it right here on the Jaguar Football Show.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Leonard. Coach, always a tough interview after a loss like that with the players. Leonard Tillery is one of your leaders of the team, seems to always handle himself well.
Well, exactly. You know, just a great guy, you know, great character. Just look forward to him, you know, continuing his run down the stretch, and look for him to continue his leadership as well.
All right, stay with us. When we come back, we'll look ahead to our next game up in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, against the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms.
Catch the fever with the Saints Fever Scratch Off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawing for a chance to win the Saints behind the scenes fan experience. Get in the action with the Saints Fever Scratch Off from the lottery. Catch it today.
Traveling with kids is kind of a nightmare, but flying out of BTR makes it stress-free. Everyone there is
so much friendlier than any other airport I've been to. You can't have a fantastic city without the community support of a great airport. I can actually get anywhere in the world from right here in town. BTR makes travel
so easy that I feel at home right when my plane lands. It takes almost no time to get back to my family. So that feeling of, this is home, for me, happens at BTR.
Variety. It's needed for any wedding. Friendly staff, gorgeous venues, entertainment, food, buffet-style dining, or an intimate sit-down dinner. Rehearsal dinner for 15 people or reception halls for 1,000. Gorgeous rooms, an expansive casino, or a close-knit lounge. On your special day, you deserve variety. And that's exactly what the Bell offers.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Coach, this week we traveled 6 hours north up to Pine Bluff, Arkansas to play the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions. Gives us a chance to get back into the win column. Of course, Pine Bluff comes into the game 1-6 overall and 0-6 in the conference. Coach, talk to us about what UAP wants to do on offense and defense.
Well, offensively, there are multiple. I mean, they run different formations, different personnel groupings, and really spread the football around. Got some big backs, and you know they want to run the ball first. And defensively, they try to run a 4-2-5, try to keep the ball in front of them, and try to get off the field on third down. So nothing spectacular. They just try to play good, sound football and try to come away with wins.
Coach, UAPB is coming off of a 54-29 loss to Prairie View. Of course, they'd love to get this win against us because anytime Southern University comes to a SWAC school, it's a bowl game to those schools. What does it mean to a school to be 0-6 and then have a Southern University come in and trying to get that first win?
Well, I mean, I think it doesn't matter who come in when you haven't won the game. I think you always looking forward to another opportunity to try to win a football game, and that's why we're looking at it. We look at it as another opportunity to try to get a victory, and you got to go on the road, you got to play well, and if you do those things, you ought to like your chance.
Coach, what would you like to see the Jaguars do better this week in this UAPB game?
Well, defensively, try to stop the run and get off the field on third down, and offensively, put points on the board and stay on the field on third down. I think when we do that, we're a good football team.
Coach, injuries from the Alcorn State game, or any injuries lingering over from the rest of the season that we're concerned with or that we're dealing with?
Well, yeah, I mean, this 6-game stretch, we'll beat up football team. Several offensive linemen, or, you know, they're going to have to take some time off this week, and a couple of defensive players got to take some time off. We're just banged up, and we got to try to get them to Saturday as healthy as possible and let them go out there and see if they can play. But right now, you know, we're a beat-up football team.
Well, there you have it from the coach. Of course, we want you to get up to Pine Bluff and support the Jaguars this Saturday. When we come back, we'll wrap up this week's edition of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms.
My Jags hit real hard, but not nearly as hard as a car or a big truck. When something like that happens, you need the right team on your side to tackle the big insurance company.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, My team of attorneys can hit back. Call me right now.
If I ever get hit by a car or a big truck, you better believe I will get Gordon.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. Let me hit the big insurance company back. Just call me. Get it done.
Get Gordon. Get it done.
Call 888-8888 or go to getgordon.com.
I have 2 kids, and like any mom, I want them to be healthy. So I chose Amerigroup Louisiana for our Bayou Health Plan. We get all our Medicaid benefits and pharmacy and prescription drug coverage. But you know what I really like? I get rewards for taking my kids to their doctor visits.
Choose Amerigroup Louisiana. Call 1-855-BAYOU-4U today. That's 1-855-229-6848.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
What brings your home to life? What makes it all work? And what could possibly make it any better? Introducing Cox Home Life, home security and automation. It doesn't just unlock the door, it unlocks your home's full potential. So you have more control during the day and can sleep better at night. Cox Home Life. Protect, monitor, control.
Cherry Lane Mitsubishi Fuso commercial trucks redefine everything you want in a business vehicle. Designed to lower the cost of ownership. For example, a Canter gets 8% better fuel economy and can carry up to 2,200 pounds more than a Suzu. Canter work trucks will change the way you think about moving your products and business forward. Everyone would like to add a few thousand extra to their bottom line. Cherry Lane Mitsubishi Fuso, 4917 Florida Boulevard, Baton Rouge, 225-923-6300.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Of course, we invite you to come out and join us each Monday night about 7 o'clock at Shucks on the Levee, located inside the Bella Baton Rouge Casino. Coach, as we wrap up this week's edition, of course, we always want to remind people to never forget Devon Gales, the young man who plays on the team, who got hurt at the very first game of the season at the University of Georgia. Coach, give us a little report on how Devon is progressing.
Well, he's getting better. You know, I think he's doing a wonderful job with his rehab. His spirit's where it needs to be. I want to say a special thanks, man. Coach Hopkins presented me with a check, you know, to the Devon Gales Foundation at the game, and just want to tell him thank you. We really appreciate that support.
Well, you see the information right there on the screen to where you can contribute to Devon's rehab. He is making progress, and we always want to keep him on our minds. Of course, we want to get all the Jaguar Nation up to Pine Bluff to support the team this weekend. And as we close out, go Jags!